Smart Omega, declared as Kings of the Sea during the 4th edition of MSC and have been a consistent top-performing team on the MPL Philippines stage, is now striking their way into being MPL Philippines Season 10 champion. In this video, I will talk about how Smart Omega made their way into being one of the hardest teams to beat in the MLBB scene and how they could possibly win MPL Philippines Season 10. Let's begin. Smart Omega, formerly known as Execration, started playing in the MLBB tournaments MPL during Season 2. The team made a great debut on the scene as a former Obsidian Gaming members of Zapnu and Puckbet showed up, and the team placed 5th or 6th in that season. In the seasons following, Smart Omega, formerly Execration, became known for doing out-of-the-box gameplay, exciting and full of action gaming, and being the lower bracket kings, and for being very difficult to beat after the iconic Omega timers of 18 minutes. Now, let's go back to where it all started. Season 4, the Chak Mamba. Chaknu became a rookie member of the Execration team, and that is when Smart Omega, formerly Execration, disturbed the top teams list for the MPL Philippines, consistently gaining 4th place during seasons 4 and 5 and 3rd place during season 6. Execration continuously gained a lot of fans and attention throughout the years. However, after being around for almost all of the seasons, the longest staying member of the team, Zapnu, was becoming hungrier to bag the MPL Philippines trophy that the team is being deprived of. MPL Philippines at Season 7 came, and the team introduced Kill VJ as Execration's jungler, Kelra in the gold lane, Renzio in the XP lane, Chaknu as the roamer, and Etu Max in the mid lane, and Puckbet as their coach. With this new roster, the barangay's worries became glories, as the team almost bagged the title of being the MPL Philippines Season 7 champions by climbing and defeating all the top teams within the lower bracket, including the world champion, Bren Esports. They finished the season in 2nd place after losing to Blacklist International. The team may not have won the MPL Philippines Season 7 trophy, but they did win the MSC 2021 championship. After winning the MSC, the Execration members were named the Kings of the Sea, and their whole team moved to Smart Omega. Even though it seemed like Smart Omega had found their perfect team formula, the team has still seemed to struggle a lot during the following seasons. The double K connection of Kelra and Kill VJ is not as effective during their run in Season 8. During that said season, Kill VJ was dealing with personal issues that had a significant impact on his play and the team synergy. With that, Smart Omega introduced a new jungler, Ryzen, who was a rookie but had good synergy with the whole team. With Ryzen substituting for Kill VJ in the middle of the whole season, the team still ended the season in 3rd place. While expecting that the team would hone and perfect their team composition for the upcoming season, the team still struggled a lot during Season 9. Some of the barangay and most of the fans of the other banners do not see Smart Omega as a strong team or a threat anymore. They still have the Omega timers, but really, Season 9 was a whole different environment. Smart Omega always lost against the top teams during the regular season, making some fans be on the edge of their seats, waiting to see if Omega would have the chance to defend their MSC title. Surprisingly enough, and in their fashion doing it the Omega way, Smart Omega climbed their way into the finals by easily defeating the top teams within the lower bracket and ended their Season 9 run in 2nd place. As they are now part of the top 2, they got a chance to participate in the 5th edition of MSC and defend their title. As Smart Omega faced the top teams in Southeast Asia together with RSG Philippines, it is not surprising anymore that the team went through the lower bracket again after losing to Todak, a team from Malaysia. Smart Omega went through most of the teams in the lower bracket but got defeated when they faced the MPL Philippines Season 9 champion, RSG Philippines, which ended their MSC run as 3rd placers. A lot of fans saw that as a true Grand Final worthy matchup, comparison to what happened in the Grand Finals at MSC being a sweep of RSG Philippines over RRQ. However, their loss caused a lot of upset and sadness not only for the fans but also their members. The hunger and fire to win trophies for the team became more blazing as they entered Season 10 of the MPL Philippines. Smart Omega, with their past roster, added Miko, who is a roamer, entered the tournament and started the regular season in a very new way, especially for the team. Smart Omega won their first game for the whole season against last season's champion RSG Philippines in a clean sweep. Omega continued to dominate the first 2 weeks of the regular season by having 3 wins and 1 loss, and their loss was against none other than Blacklist International. As week 2 ended, Smart Omega was tied all the same points. They were placed second in the standings, the same top teams, Blacklist International, Onyx Philippines. What changed? Why is Smart Omega winning their first games in the regular season? This is crazy. First, after one of their biggest upsets, which was not being able to continue their reign as the Kings of the Sea, the members of Smart Omega are fiery and hungry to finally bag an MPL Philippines trophy. Their dedication after a lot of almost being a champion has piled up, and it's now at such a high level. With their drive and passion to win the tournament, they are playing the game way more strategically, carefully, and technically. And also, if you look at their play in MSC, they must have learned so much as a team, the synergies, the strategies, and they're surely applying it to Season 10. So leading into the second point, after gaining a lot of experiences as a team during the past seasons, the team has seemed to found the perfect synergy. The strong connection among the players is undeniable, and the shot calls from the team captain, Etu Max, have improved a lot, and the team is playing like they've never done before. And also, with Miko stepping in and Kill VJ, the same can be said about the synergy. The shot calls are there, the synergy is surely there as well. Third, Smart Omega started changing their roster during the regular seasons. The team maximized most of the players and formed 2 synergies that are both strong enough to face the other teams within the tournament. With Kelra and Renzio retained in both of the compositions, the foundation and chemistry of the team remained strong, defeating big teams like TNC, who is struggling this season. They even dominated and almost beat Blacklist International with their second roster in both of the games against them. Fourth, changing rosters during the regular seasons gave the other teams more to study and focus on. Instead of focusing on the first 5 players of Omega, other teams are now focusing on the 2 sets of rosters, and they have no idea what set of players will go against them. With more sets of players to study, other teams will consume more time learning the compositions of Omega, while Smart Omega can mostly focus on the main 5 rosters of other teams. Whether it's Miko and Kill VJ, the king, or it's the Mamba, Chaknu, and Etu Max at the lead. Either way, they are a threat. And fifth, Smart Omega is very good at adjusting during a game. It could be noticed within their plays that the game is dragged later at mostly 18 minutes. And recently, in Week 3, a 37-minute game, the longest so far in Season 10. Omega is able to learn the enemy's gameplay and adjust their items and ways, which makes them scarier after the 18-minute mark. With the full items during that time, the early game does not really matter anymore. And with just one setup from Chaknu or Miko, they could easily win the game. But there is more to it than the Omega timers. So far in their run in Season 10, especially with their new roster composition with Miko and Kill VJ, their gameplay has changed a lot. Smart Omega is now focusing on a vision and setup for Miko and Kill VJ, as well as feeding Kelra and Ryzen to begin activating in the early to mid game. The new roster formed is very unpredictable and good at adjusting, especially for the mid lane heroes, as Kill VJ is a very versatile player. He can play mages, tanks, supports, and assassins for the mid lane position. The zoning that is coming from Miko, Renzio, and Kill VJ is one of their strengths when taking objectives, and their setups lead to a victory for Smart Omega often. After feeding their damage dealers, the team is unstoppable in taking pickoffs and suddenly finishes the game without even hitting the Omega timers. And Kelra, the Filipino savage, has to be in his prime right now this season.
The pickoff, but Kelra's confidence here is making it happen for themselves. They don't want the lore though. He's mad.
This guy's mad. He's flying. There's Air Savage.
And he knocks up one.
And more will probably follow, but not for long here.
Last but not least, the man behind it all, Coach Puckbet. Coach Puckbet is named by the many casters as one of the best coaches in the game, as he is such a good drafter and he knows how to keep the morale of his team very high even when things are low. It was clear in previous seasons that, despite losing a lot during the regular season, Smart Omega remained confident and remained to have a strong desire to fight, especially during the crucial ones. Coach Puckbet knows a lot about the members and teams too much, as he also experienced playing in the tournament himself. With his first-hand knowledge and experiences, he's able to transfer them into coaching, and not just coaching, but a successful one. Together with Coach Why Not Coach Amethyst and the members of Smart Omega, they have learned a lot about the meta, heroes, gameplay of other teams, and which composition is best for the team. And not to mention, a little bonus tip for Smart Omega, they've got Hito as their CEO. And man, does he look good in the bathrobe and slippers. And that's a wrap for this video. As the next weeks of MPL Season 10 are approaching, the expectations for Smart Omega are now getting higher, as they are performing differently during the season. Do you guys think Smart Omega will be able to enter the playoffs with their current strategies and compositions? Do you think Smart Omega will finally win an MPL Philippines trophy for Billy and the whole barangay? Please let me know by writing your comments down below. As always, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. I'll see you guys in the next one. GG, WP.